They were the soundtrack to a generation. Teen idols, rock rebels, the voices behind every dance floor and road trip sing-along.
It's been sweet, even though...
In the 1960s, these bands weren't just famous. They were everything. Then, silence. Today we ask, what happened to the groups that once ruled the airwaves and disappeared almost overnight? Because behind every hit single is a story of hope, ambition, fame, and sometimes heartbreak. These groups once topped charts and defined an era, then quietly disappeared. Let's revisit 20 iconic names and where they ended up. 20. The McCoys. They exploded onto the scene with Hang On Sloopy in 1965, hitting #1 on the charts. But after a few hits, the band faded, except for guitarist Rick Derringer, who would later shine with rock and roll, Hoochie Coo in the 70s. 19th, Spiral Staircase. Their 1969 hit, More Today Than Yesterday, remains a soft rock staple. After initial success, they couldn't follow up with another hit, and quickly faded from the spotlight. 18. The Box Tops. With Alex Chilton's gritty vocals, The Letter stayed at #1 for 4 weeks in 1967. They followed with more hits like Cry Like a Baby, but broke up in 1970. Chilton later fronted the cult favorite Big Star. 17. Peppermint Rainbow. This Baltimore Sunshine pop group hit #32 with Will You Be Staying After Sunday in 1969. Despite strong sales, they couldn't match that success again and disbanded shortly after. 16. The Flying Machine. They scored big in 1969 with Smile a Little, Smile for Me, hitting #5 on the US charts. But their follow-ups didn't stick, and the group quietly dissolved. 15. The Left Bank. Known for Walk Away Renee and their ornate string-filled pop style, internal tensions and poor management led to their breakup in 1969, despite a brief reunion years later. 14. The Fortunes. This UK band soared with You've Got Your Troubles in 1965. They continued with Storm in a Teacup and Here Comes That Rainy Day Feeling Again, but dwindling hits led to multiple lineup changes. 13. The Rose Garden. Next Plane to London reached #17 in 1967. Their Birds-inspired sound showed promise, but military drafts and internal issues ended the band by 1968. 12. The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. Fire burned up the charts in 1968. Known for outlandish stage antics and flaming helmets, Arthur Brown was dubbed the God of Hellfire. But the band couldn't keep up with the theatrical pace. 11. The Beau Brummels. Often mistaken for British, they were San Francisco's answer to the British invasion. Laugh, Laugh, and Just a Little were huge, but health issues and poor management derailed their success. 10th, Classics 4. Their jazzy pop hits, Spooky, Stormy, and Traces, defined smooth 60s radio. With evolving styles and lineup changes, their time on the charts gradually diminished, yet their songs found new life through cover versions. 9. The Buckinghams. This Chicago band had a #1 hit with Kind of a Drag. More hits like Don't You Care followed, but by 1969 they'd broken up, later reforming for nostalgia tours. 8. The T-Bones. Their hit No Matter What Shape, Your Stomach's In, came from an Alka-Seltzer jingle. Ironically, the band that toured wasn't the one that recorded the hit. It was mostly done by session musicians. 7. The Circle. Discovered and named by John Lennon, they hit #2 with Red Rubber Ball, co-written by Paul Simon. Despite opening for the Beatles, they couldn't maintain momentum and disbanded in 1968. 6. Four Jacks and a Jill. South Africa's contribution to global pop. Their hit Master Jack reached number 18 in the US and number 1 in several countries. They faded in the US but stayed active back home, even recording for educational projects. 5. The Outsiders. From Cleveland, they stormed the charts with Time Won't Let Me in 1966. After some near misses and poor decisions, including turning down Bend Me, Shape Me, the band folded by 1970. 4. The Seeds. Garage rock pioneers known for pushin' too hard. Their edgy psychedelic sound became cult legend, even if commercial success was short-lived. 3. Jimmy Gilmer and the Fireballs. With Sugar Shack, they hit number 1 in 1963. They followed up with Daisy Pedal Pickin', but never replicated their success. Still, they helped bridge the pre-Beatles and British invasion era. 2. Mercy. Florida's Mercy hit number 2 with Love Can Make You Happy in 1969. Confusion over releases and lineup changes stalled their rise, but the band, led by original singer Jack Sigler Jr., still performs today. 1. Jay and the Americans. After early success with She Cried, they really hit their stride with Come a Little Bit Closer and Cara Mia. Though they split in 1973, their music remains timeless, and Jay Black kept the name alive for years on tour. Which of these bands do you remember, or still have on your playlist? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Past Famous for more celeb and Hollywood history.